might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are cold.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
We hope everyone is having a fantastic day. This is our Sunday chat for July the 14th, 2024. This last week, our temperatures have not been quite as high, but they've still been hitting about 90 degrees each day. And I think we had 2 days that we had some rain that came through, and we really needed that rain.
Right.
For this week, Marie's devotional is on Matthew 6:15, and we'll let you go ahead and do the devotion first, Marie.
Okay. It's on forgiving others. The bottom line of this statement is don't ask for God's forgiveness if you aren't willing to forgive someone who has hurt you. Wow, that's really hard to do sometimes, isn't it? It's also kind of scary. And they say that. They said, that's scary. Where would you be without God's forgiveness? You don't want to sacrifice that, do you? No. If you've ever just decided to ignore a person who has wronged you and felt pretty noble about it, like it is the Christian thing to do, you're wrong. Actually, the Christian thing to do is to forgive her or him. Totally, completely forgive her or him, just as God forgives you over and over and over. If you refuse to forgive others, your Father will not forgive your sins. And then down here at the bottom, it's a little prayer. It says, Dear Father, forgive and forget. That's what you want me to do? I always thought that forgiving was enough, but that it was all right to remember. Help me, Father. I can do this without you. Help me forgive and forget. Well, it's easy sometimes to forgive. It just depends on what you're trying to forgive, but some things are really hard to forgive. And I always think of Corey Timblin when she was in prison, how she had to forgive all the guards who really mistreated her and her sisters and everything. And when she realized that she wasn't being pleasing to God if she didn't forgive the people who had wronged her, and once she did that, she had a whole different outlook and feeling about everything. And so I thought about, if Christ took all of our sins on his body when he went to the cross, and he forgave all of us, that helps me forgive other people a lot more easier when I think about that. But the forgetting part, that's hard to do because, in our minds, we know what happened. I think you can forgive, but we try to forget, but forgetting is not as easy as, to me, as forgiving. I hope that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. And you're right about that. It's easy to forgive, but sometimes it's hard to forgive too,
Yeah.
but it's even harder to forgive.
Yes, that's the part that I usually find myself having to work on.
Okay, Marie. While you're talking, you want to go ahead and show that card that you received this week?
Okay, I received a card from Lee, and it was a goodwill card. Thank you so much for thinking about me. And she also says that she's a prepper, and that her and her husband also put food away. And she's from Jackson, I think it's Michigan. And it's just a real pretty card. And I love birds. And she put, and there's some birds on the inside too. And I used to, when I drew a lot, my eyes bother me now. I don't draw that much, but I used to love to draw birds. And when I first seen this, I thought I would really love to sketch those birds out. And I still might try to do it, but I don't know. My eyes really do bother me when I try to do that kind of stuff now. But I still might try to do that sometime this week.
Okay, Marie.
But thank you for remembering, excuse me, Calvin. Thank you for remembering me, and I am better. I still have a little bit of a cough, but that antibiotic really, really helped me. Usually when I have bronchitis, it lasts about 6 weeks. And so I think to be doing good about the 3rd week is a great improvement. So I'm thankful that I got that antibiotic in me.
Yeah, you're definitely better. She still will have an occasion where she'll have a little coughing spell, but it's not as bad as it was.
Right.
As for myself, this last week, I had a couple of days, I believe it was, if I remember correctly, it was Tuesday and Wednesday, that I was just extremely tired and wiped out and just didn't feel good, did I, Marie?
No,
And,
you were not feeling very good at all. In fact, you had such a spell, I thought I might have to call the the amulets out to you one night.
Yeah, I did have a pretty bad time.
Yeah.
But I did get out Monday afternoon,
Yeah.
and I cut grass and did some yard work. And then Monday nights when I had the spell that she's talking about. And so it sort of scared me and her both. But then Tuesday and Wednesday, I was totally wiped out. Tuesday, Marie, she went out with the family, and they went to Chick-fil-A and had lunch Tuesday, and I think y'all went and did some shopping afterwards
We
too.
did.
And I didn't get to go because I just did not feel good enough to go.
No, and we all missed him.
And that's very unusual for me not to feel good enough to go eat.
Yeah.
And so,
Addison missed you too. She says Pop's sick. When we were sitting down there eating, I think she missed you. I forgot to tell you about that.
oh, that's sweet. So Tuesday and Wednesday pretty much took it easy, but when Thursday came around, we did do a shopping haul from Walmart, and was able to make a video on that. We posted that Friday, so that turned out pretty good for us. And then on Friday, I hope everyone likes what I'm fixing to say, but Marie and I was able to make the question and answer video that we had talked about. And so we spent maybe 3 or 4 hours working on that yesterday, didn't we, Marie?
Right.
And we got it finished, and I'm planning on putting that video out Monday evening at 4 o'clock. So y'all be watching for it. I'll go ahead and warn you now, it's going to be a long video. We recorded just a little over an hour of footage, and after I got through editing, I think it came down to 54 minutes. Right. And so you'll have a pretty good long video to watch, so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you can manage to make it through it. We had fun making it, didn't we, Marie?
We did.
And the questions, we really had some good questions this time, and hopefully we gave some good answers.
Right.
And I did mention that we had some rain this last week, and actually on Monday when I cut my grass, when I got through cutting the grass, it started raining when I like maybe 5 minutes being through.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and finished up what I was working on then, and just got a little wet and got into the house. But got up the next morning, even though I did feel bad, I could see there were fire ant hills all over our front yard.
Right.
And I ended up counting about 25 fire ant hills. And so when we did our shopping haul, I bought another big container of the Android to get rid of the fire ants. And I did get them all treated. Today's the day I'm gonna go out there and check, make sure they're dead. If there's any hills that's not completely dead, I'll put a little more of that Android on top of them. I don't like fire ants.
No.
I hate those things, and for some reason this year, I don't know if it's the extreme heat and lack of rain or whatever, but they have been worse this year than they've ever been. Okay, Marie, that was pretty much, all that we did this last week. Well, let's see now. I missed one thing there. Yesterday when we did the question and answer video, after we got through doing what I call our work, recording all that and answering all the questions,
Yeah.
Marie had a great suggestion. She said, Calvin said, why don't we go to Piccadilly? And I think we had talked about Piccadilly in the video. And she said, why won't we go there for lunch today? So we went to Piccadilly yesterday for lunch.
Yeah.
And I had the beef tips and rice. And I also had the sweet potato souffle. And Marie, what do you remember what you had exactly?
I had chicken and dressing and cranberry sauce. I had the sweet potato casserole, and I had pinto beans, and it was delicious. But have you ever had beans when they're just almost done, but not quite done? Well, that's the way my pinto beans were. And I really don't like them that way. I like for mine to be all the way done. But anyway, I didn't eat all my beans, but I ate everything else, and it was delicious.
Yeah, my meal was delicious also, Marie. I really enjoyed it. And my voice is a little scratchy today also. Some people mentioned last week that my voice sounded bad. And I don't know if it's just pollen or if it's still sinus trouble, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, mine gets like that too, a lot.
Yeah.
We do live around a lot of pine trees.
We do, yeah. Now, last week we only had 3 videos. The first video that we had last week was our Sunday chat video. And on that video, we talked about our prepping and our shopping, and we'd had some storms that come through, and we talked about our cooking a little bit. And so then the second video that we had last week, Marie made the beef tips and rice. And that was very delicious. And even though I had beef tips and rice 2 days during the middle of the week, when I went out Friday, I still had beef tips and rice again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I believe Marie's beef tips and rice was just a little bit better than Piccadilly's.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was. Yeah, Piccadilly's just didn't have that good flavor to it that yours had, and I really enjoyed Marie's. And there actually was some left over. I would say there's at least 2 servings of that beef tips and rice that was left over. And, well, not the rice, but the beef tips. And I put that in a container and froze it because I want to get out maybe one day next week or sometime and reheat it, and we'll enjoy that too. We do that quite often. If we got leftovers, we'll eat them the next day, but if there's still some more left over, we'll freeze them and have them a little bit later.
Right.
Okay, then the next video we had came out Friday night, and that was our Walmart shopping haul. And that's where we once a month, every month when we get paid, we do a big Walmart shopping haul, and we get all of our household supplies, all the vitamins, medicines, anything we need in that line, we get that. Plus we add to it our regular groceries for that week. So that particular week, we have a really big order from Walmart's.
Yeah.
And then after that, each week, we just have to basically buy a few groceries and just things that we might need for recipes that we're going to be cooking during the week.
Right.
And so that was the 3 videos we had last week, and I noticed everyone watched them. We appreciate it. And we've got about 2 or 3 things that we're wanting to do on cooking videos that'll be coming up either this week or the next week. And we just got to work them into our schedule. But our first video coming up Monday afternoon will be the question and answer video, and I hope that everyone enjoys that. We really had fun making it, didn't we?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised when we start talking and reading all these questions, and we talk about it, and it brings back memories, especially memories from years ago when we were young and stuff. To me, it's just fun. I love reminiscing.
Right.
Okay, Marie, that pretty much covers everything for this week. Have you got anything else that you need to add to it for this week?
No, but as soon as we finish this video up, I've got to get ready to go to a wedding shower. Do you still remember that?
I do remember that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So my grandson, his fiance, they're giving her a household shower today, and so I'm looking forward to going to that and Michael, he's grown up to be a nice young man, and so he's around 30 something though, so he didn't just rush into marriage anyway soon like me and Calvin did. He waited a long time. But anyway, so I guess he's going to be tying the knot pretty soon. So maybe we'll have some more grandkids later on. Who knows?
Some great grandkids.
Yes, right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the wedding. Well, give us some videos we can make too for his wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone, we appreciate you watching our Sunday chats. To us, this particular video is the one that I consider to be the most fun all week long. Gives us a chance to talk about some of the things that we've done and share that with you, and we really appreciate you watching. We appreciate all your wonderful comments and your thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to our channel, be sure and click on the subscribe button and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. It don't cost anything, and it helps our channel out a lot when you subscribe to our channel. We have had quite a few new people lately, and for those that don't know, we do this Sunday chat every week. We've been doing it for several years now, haven't we, Marie? And we try our best not to miss it. Now, occasionally, when I had my surgery 2 years ago, I had to miss a few of the Sunday chats, but we pretty much try to do one every single week.
Right.
Anyway, we love everyone. Y'all have a great week this week, and we will see you on our next video.
And y'all also stay cool this week. Here in Georgia, it's going to be in the 90s to mid-90s, and so all this week, but next week it's going to drop down into the 80s, so we're going to be having a cold spell. And so I'm going to try not to look forward to the upcoming, not this coming week, but the next coming week. I'm going to try not to look forward to it so much that I don't enjoy this week. So anyway, y'all do what you love and love what you do, and like Kevin says, we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago. Pine for them old days of yore. Well, let me run through the breeze like the leaves on the tree. Let me fly like the leaves when they fall. Well, let my mind go serene like a cool water stream that runs from the mountain so tall.